Acha, what was the feedback you got from who interviewed you yesterday?
There is this student at Xlri. He took my interview, and I've also taken one interview from a student who's in IIM Ahmedabad right now.
Hmm.
This is this mentor concept. Ki they've gone to and they take your interviews and मतलब वो feedback provide करते हैं. It's just मतलब basically mentor का वो thing हो गया.
No, no. So, what was the feedback?
He basically asked me HR questions and he said कि ठीक है, but he said कि there's one thing that I'm doing. If I know the answer to a question, I immediately answer. But if I'm struggling with an answer, I take a long pause and then I repeat the whole question so that I get more time to think. So बाद वाले बच्चे के साथ दिया था. He told me to work on my technical skills a bit, technical questions a bit, and overall ठीक था. मतलब he said कि communication ठीक है, but you're just jumping to answer. Don't do that.
Hmm.
And do.
Hmm. So, before we start, do you have any questions?
No, I don't have any questions.
Hmm. Okay, let us start. Can we start?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, so suppose you are working in the sales department of a company, okay,
Yes, sir.
and your company is not doing well at all. It's going to close down soon.
Yes, sir.
So, there is a very important order. If you get that order, then your company will survive. It will get enough work for the next 1 year. It's a large
Yes,
order.
sir.
Now, obviously, the purchase manager of the company, who is your customer, is going to be your customer. He asks for a bribe,
Yes, sir.
and you are the salesperson there involved. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, what will you do?
Okay, sir. So I believe in this problem, there's an ethical dilemma of whether we accept the bribe as an organization and continue to be in the business, or we don't potentially accept the bribe and we go out of business. So I believe that the best way to go about it would be to negotiate with the purchase officer about the terms of the bribe and how and basically convince him to not take the bribe. At the end of the day, sir, I believe that the best way for us to be floating as a company would be to close that order. So I think that talking to this purchase officer is the best way to go about it, because even though it's an ethical dilemma, it directly has an impact on the profitability and the long term survival of the company. So I in purchase officer try to manage if he does not take a bribe or if he renegotiates the terms. But I do not think that my full stance would be to completely neglect and reject the bribe in danger.
So, he insists on a bribe, then you'll pay it. Hello.
So I believe, sorry, sir, I was taking a moment to answer. So I believe in this situation, there's a trade-off, and that trade-off is essentially either the survival of the company and prevent it from going bankrupt, or give into an. So if I believe that in the long run, if the company does survive, uh, we can we can whistleblow on the thing, and we can stop and maybe prevent the officer from to our organization if a continued relationship were to be established. But in this situation, sir, just because the company is going bankrupt and we do need to close a sale and that would be a big order, I would give a bribe as an organization so that I can see a long term benefit and not just a short term unethical means.
So, while giving the bribe, hello,
Yes, sir.
while giving the bribe, you are caught because somebody has informed the police.
Yes, sir.
Then you're willing to go to jail.
Okay, sir. I did not think of this perspective before. If I am caught, I would not be very willing to go to jail, but at the same time, I would try to convince my organization that I was doing it so that the company could survive. Um, if I look at it from this perspective, sir, I would not take the unethical route on this matter, because even though I was putting my organization's best interests forward, it would result in individual problems, and it would also hamper the company's reputation if I were to be caught. So, sir, I believe that if I look at it from this perspective, I would not be going ahead with the bribe now.
No, so I am not very clear. When you said you will give a bribe, you didn't even think that you could get caught.
Uh, so I did not think of it from a perspective of how it would how it would be to likely impact the company's reputation and image if I were to be caught. And I was just thinking for the company's benefit and the long-term survival and the long-term growth of the company. I did not think of it from the perspective of putting the organization's best interests forward was my job as an employee. But yes, sir, as you pointed it out, I understand that there is also this lens to be looked at from, and I would, after looking at it from this lens, I would reconsider my stance on this, and I would reconsider giving that right.
So, have you ever given a bribe to anyone?
No, sir, I've never been in a situation where I've have.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So, how come you accepted giving a bribe so easily? Your ethics are not in place.
I do have strong ethics, but at the same time, sir, when I was presented with this problem, uh, I I was looking at it to I wanted to put the organization's best interest forwards. Since the organization was going to go bankrupt and I was an employee and I could prevent it from happening, I believed that in this situation, the just to ensure the organization's benefit, it was best to give that bribe so that we pay a small cost for a for a long term goal. But it was unethical means. Um, when I looked at it from a broader perspective, when I initially answered, I do not think that I looked at it from a broader perspective, and I was just looking at it from an organizational point of view. But I do
According to what you are
consider my
saying,
answer, sir. I believe.
what you are saying implies that according to you, ethics is tradable. Ethics has its trade-offs, is what you're saying.
So I believe that sticking by ethics does has its trade-offs. Sticking to your values don't. And in this scenario, yes, there was an ethical trade-off. It would either be uh, survival or being unethical. So I do believe that ethics has its trade-offs, and it is about how rigidly we can stick to them, and about how much I hold values dear to me.
Mm. So, why do you want to leave I am Rachi and join Xlri?
So, IIM Ranchi is an exemplary institute, and I'm very grateful for all that it's given me. But at the same time, sir, I believe that change is the only constant. I have gotten very comfortable with the IIM Ranchi faculty, with the IIM Ranchi infrastructure, and I want to get out of my comfort zone. I believe that joining Xlri Jamshedpur, such an esteemed institute, will give me exponential growth opportunities. The esteemed faculty with such strong corporate exposure will also be able to add a lot of value to the peer group and also derive value from it. And that is why, while I also want to move out of IIM Ranchi to get out of my comfort zone, I believe that Xlri Jamshedpur offers huge exposure, huge opportunities, which I'm looking forward to.
So, why don't you simply say that placements are better rather than beating around the bush?
So while placements do play a factor in my decision, they're not the sole reason for it. And what the answer that I gave is what I truly think and what I truly feel. Placements are definitely a part of it. Uh, Xlri has a longer legacy, a much stronger legacy, but at the motivation, it's for personal growth, and that is why I want to join Xlri.
Hmm. What is your next best option if you don't get XLRI?
So would be to pursue the liberal studies management in PGP at IIM Kohinoor.
That doesn't align with your finance goals.
So while the PGP LSM uh, a course in basically liberal studies management, I do believe that it aligns with my long-term finance goal, because so we often think of doing finance as numbers acting in isolation. So, but I think that numbers are in the day managers are taking financial decisions by looking at ratios, by looking at financials of the company, and these financial decisions are obviously prone to human biases. I want to learn more about behavioral finance. I want to know more about it with human psychology, with human behavior, so that I can understand those biases better, those errors better, and so that I can become a better manager in finance.
Who is going to fund your MBA education?
So my parents, particularly my dad, would be funding my education. I would not be taking a loan for it.
Why not take a loan?
So while I would have my parents have the means to do it, and I wanted to take a loan, but my do it debt free, so that they want to give me of not having EMI loans, EMI to pay on loans at the back of my head, and they want to give that they have earned to me, and I'm very grateful for that opportunity, and that's why I wouldn't be taking a loan.
But your parents are CAs, right?
Yes, so both my parents are chartered accountants.
So you will get lot of tax benefits once you start earning if you have an educational loan.
Yes, sir.
So
So
why
while
don't
I will be okay, yes, sir. So while I will be getting a lot of tax benefits, my father doesn't. Both my parents do not want me to take a loan, because they feel that they earn the money so that I could pursue it debt free. And while I would be getting tax benefits, it's more of a psychological, not just a purely financial one, that looks at benefits and costs on a same level. So, sir, that's why I would not be taking a loan. My parents would be funding the education, which I'm very grateful for.
See, on the one hand you want to do finance, on the other hand you are agreeing to your parents' decision which is more emotional than anything else. Why
Yes, sir.
don't you say or why don't you insist that you will take the loan?
Yes, sir. So, so I believe that pursuing finance in an organization and looking at financial decisions in a personal perspective are different. While our while an organization's financial motive is to maximize profit, uh, maybe
No, I don't think it is
do
that.
not
It is
factor it.
basically you are choosing an easier way out. Have you already left IM Ranchi or you will continue there if you don't get selected at XLRI?
So, my long-term if I do not get the opportunity to pursue it at Xlri Jamshedpur, I would be staying back at IIM Ranchi, because I see myself doing MBA. However, I would try to give CAT again and give ZAT again also, so that I can interviews to sit for these exams and try to go to an institute like Xlri Jamshedpur.
Yeah, so that brings us to the base question again. Why are you taking the easier way out? Why are you not taking a loan? Leave out what your parents are saying about it.
Yes, sir. Right, sir. So, so I did insisted not on me not doing an education on a loan, because it was not a very financial decision, as you correctly stated above, sir. It was an emotional one. And sir, I could have insisted, believe that I could have stood my foot on taking a loan, but I did not fight with them on this. I think it was also emotional from my side. I wanted to keep my parents' wishes, but yes, sir, I could have been more.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
I missed out the last part. You could have gone against your father parents' wishes, but
But sir, I did not want to do it because they are my parents, and I wanted to listen to them. I could have been stubborn about it, but at the end of the day, I also did not want to disrespect my them or insisting that I take the loan, even though they have been very insistent on me not taking the loan, sir. So that's why it's also an emotional decision from my side, and that's the reason why I am not going to be pursuing an education on a loan.
Hmm. So which is your dream company you want to join after doing your MBA?
So while I do know that I am going to be pursuing finance as a domain, I do not understand which company would be a very good fit for me and which company's values align with my values. So I do not know a dream company. I hope that I go to MBA. I understand the different companies out there, the different organizations,
You have been in IMRACHI
them,
for
and maybe
3 years.
I'll decide. Yes, sir.
You have done a 3-year program of BBA from one of the
Yes.
esteemed institutes in India. You're still not
Yes, sir.
clear which company you want to join.
So give us corporate exposure, sir. Uh, our MBA counterparts had that corporate exposure, and we did not be a part of that process. So that's why I do not have a lot of corporate exposure, and I would want to go to an MBA to get that companies are out there and what they offer, and that's why I would decide what my dream company is after spending some time in MBA.
So your hostel and the CAT students hostel is not common.
No, sir, it is common, but at the same time, a lot of conversation we know about the companies that come here, but at the same time, we do not know exactly what it is they offer and how the values are. We do not sit in leadership talks. We do not sit in leadership sessions, and that's why I believe that I do not have a very clear understanding of what the companies are offering, except the roles. So that's why I do not know what I want yet, sir. That's why I have not chosen my dream company as of yet, sir.
You want me to believe all that you have said just now. What answer you
Sir,
gave, it just shows either you think that we don't understand anything or you have kept your eyes closed for the last 3 years. Either of the two.
I do not.
Either you have not been very active in your institute, keeping your eyes and ears closed, or you think that we will accept whatever you tell us on face value, and we are not able to see through what you are trying to tell us.
So I mean absolutely no disrespect to you, sir. And I do not want to put a facade in front of you, and I do not want to lie to you, sir. So whatever I told was true because we know that what companies are coming here, but at the same time, sir, we do not exactly know what they're offering because we are not part of a lot of sessions, sir. So I would try. I will try to be more active right now, sir. I will
So, what is your
also coming to
favorite
MBA. I
subject
will try to do my homework.
academically?
So I am inclined towards financial accounting and calculus.
Financial accounting and calculus.
Yes, sir.
Mm. What is a contingent liability?
So a contingent liability is a liability that is not yet liability. So, sir, contingent liabilities are those which might turn into liabilities, but right now they're not completely a liability. So, for example, these are debtors that might not pay. Sorry, sir. Not. I would try to revise that answer, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. So I'm sorry, sir, for taking the time. Contingent liabilities are those which are not completely a liability, but uh, but they might convert into liabilities later in the future. So those are contingent liabilities.
Where do you place them in the balance sheet
So we place them on the liability side only.
or balance sheet? Hello.
Just a second, sir. Uh, Please allow me a moment to think. Yes, sir. So I do not believe that contingent liabilities come on the balance sheet, sir, because they have not been completely termed as assets or liabilities. They come in notes to account, sir.
Okay. And tell me one more thing. Suppose you are accounting for a tea garden.
Yes, sir.
So tea gardens have elephants sometimes,
Yes, sir.
which are owned by them.
Yes, sir.
So one elephant dies and
Yes,
two
sir.
elephant cubs are born.
Yes, sir.
How will you account for these?
So I believe the best way to go about for accounting for these would be uh, to categorize them as assets, but put them in P&L suspense account so that uh, yes, sir. So that the newborn cub's values is assessed as an asset, but it's put in the P&L suspense account. And after it is put in the P&L suspense account, it can be accounted for in the next accounting year if they are sold off or all asset value is realized. So I believe
Have
the
you
best
heard
way to
of
put
something
go
called
about that.
have you heard of something called livestock register?
No, sir, I have not heard of a livestock register, sir.
Hmm. And can you tell me what is a deferred liability?
Yes, sir. So, so I'll just frame my answer. Please allow me a moment. Yes, sir. So basically, sir, a deferred liability is one which has not arisen yet, but in the next in the future accounting years, it will act as a liability. So one example I can think of right now is which is basically which happens when there is a temporary accounting difference because of time. So my accounting profit and my actual profit might be different, and for that my tax calculations might end up paying less tax than I am supposed to, and that will act as a deferred tax liability because that remaining tax will become a liability for me to pay in the next accounting year. So that is what a deferred liability is.
And deferred capital expenditure?
Yes, sir. So basically, deferred capital expenditure are those that are realized over multiple years because of the sheer value and the sheer value of the capital expenditure. So, for example, sir, there has been a huge investment uh, in a plant. So the value of the plant will be realized in a lot of years. So that value will be realized because it acts as an expense. One This is an example I could think of. Another example of you asked for a deferred capital expenditure, but I can recall a deferred revenue expenditure, which is which might be an advertisement expenditure. I am investing maybe 4 or 5 crores in an advertisement expenditure, but I assume that that advertisement will give my company value and will generate sales and will generate income for my organization for the next 5 years. The value of that expense will be spread over 5 years. So a similar thing happens in a capital expenditure. The value is spread over those years in which it will realize value, and that is how they are accounted for.
Is there anything called deferred capital expenditure?
So just a second, please allow me a moment to think. So I believe that I got confused for a second. I believe there are deferred revenue expenditures or but not deferred capital expenditures because capital expenditures are expensed over a number of years. I got confused, sir. I do not believe that there are deferred capital expenditures.
And you said you like calculus.
Yes, sir. I can do calculus.
So have you used calculus in accounting?
So I do not recall of a moment where calculus was integrated in accounting. I just try to think more.
What about use of calculus in economics?
Yes, so calculus is definitely used in economics for a lot of organizations. Now, if uh, yes, sir, if I I have an organization's total cost curve and I want to know about the marginal cost curve, I can differentiate the total cost curve and I'll get the marginal cost curve. So I believe that these are some places where calculus comes into economics. Yes, sir.
What about integration in economics? Do you use integration also in economics?
Yes, sir. In the example I gave above, we can go about the same way. So if curve or maybe a marginal revenue curve, I can just integrate it to get the total revenue curve or the total cost curve. So I can think of examples where calculus is used in economics.
So if you can you tell me a formula for marginal cost curve?
Marginal cost curve, sir.
Hmm. Algebraic formula for any simple formula for marginal cost.
Yes, sir. So we can divide total cost by the number of units that
No, I
are
said
produced.
yeah. So use algebra, na? Use x, y, whatever.
Okay, so okay. So okay, okay, I got it. So the marginal cost curve can be found by doing x minus y divided by delta n. So basically, x can be
No, no. I
x
want
line.
simply. I want you to simply tell me y equal to something in terms of x, where y is the marginal cost.
Okay, sir. Just a second. I'll
X is the
try to.
quantity,
Yes, sir.
y is the marginal cost, x is the quantity. So just give me a simple equation in terms of x and y.
So if x is the quantity and y is the marginal cost, um, so we can multiply x into y to get the total cost.
Yeah, but you said that to get the total cost, I need to integrate marginal cost, na?
Yes, sir.
So I want you to give me a formula for marginal cost, which you need to again integrate and tell me the total cost.
Okay, sir. Okay. Just a second. I'll try to write it down to help me frame it better, sir. Just a second.
Okay, I'll make it easier for you. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Total cost y equal to a plus bx.
Okay, sir.
Total cost y equal to a plus bx, where x is the quantity.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Simple enough, right?
Yes, sir.
So what will be the y dash, which will be the marginal cost?
So it will just be B.
Hmm?
It will be B, sir, because if you're differentiating total cost, A being the constant and it's differentiated with respect to X becomes 1. So my marginal cost will be B.
So z, which is the marginal cost, equal to b, right?
Yes, sir.
So if I integrate z, that should give me the total cost.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So integration b will be what?
So integration B will be ZX plus C.
ZX plus C.
Yes, sir.
Will Z be there or something else will
B.
be there?
B. Sorry, sir. Sorry, B. So the total cost curve becomes BX plus C, and
Mm,
C is a constant, and in the total cost curve we were giving A, so it's basic. It comes back to being A plus BX only.
mm. What is your biggest achievement in life till date?
So I believe that my biggest date is maintaining a rank 7 while clearing the CA Foundation exam in May of 2025. Uh, Apart from the regular coursework, I also had to study for my CA Foundation, and still pressurizing. We had a lot of projects due, we had our exams due, and it was conflicting. And I had my CA Foundation exam in a short period of time, and preparing for it rigorous curriculum was a bit challenging. And I believe that maintaining a rank while doing CA Foundation was, I think, my biggest achievement.
Anything you want to ask us?
Yes, sir. I've heard from my MBA counterpart is very rigorous, and I just wanted to know if there is something I could do better to help me prepare for the MBA program better.
Yeah, you can relax now. You will get adjusted to it soon. Don't worry.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Interview was okay,
Hmm.
but like you didn't know about your company, dream company or industry. That is not acceptable to me.
Okay.
The ethical question
Okay.
was also not answered correctly.
उसमें should I just not take a bribe then?
Yeah, because you are a fresher, you haven't worked.
Hmm.
So, a 40, 50-year old person who is interviewing a 20-year-old wouldn't like to hear things like bribery is very much acceptable to him or her,
Okay.
even if they know that it is the norm here,
Hmm.
but they don't like to hear
Okay.
it that way.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm. And accounting part was okay. I won't say it was bad or
Hmm.
not good. It was good only.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
for animals, there is a separate livestock register or whatever.
Okay.
So end of each year, you
I've heard this question, and I think कि मैंने सुन रखा है कि PNL suspense में
वैसे भी
है
हो
PNL
सकता
suspense
होगा बट
because
लाइवस्टॉक रजिस्टर में वैल्यू लिख दिया जाता है और जो भी वैल्यू बढ़ता है या कम होता है वो पीएल सस्पेंस में जाता होगा
okay, 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 okay,
और बाकी ठीक है यू हैव एनी
okay.
डाउट
I
अबाउट
think
दिस पर्टिकुलर इंटरव्यू
yeah, I think I got a bit flustered when आप मेरे को थोड़ा सा इंडस्ट्री का थोड़ा बहुत ज़्यादा प्रेशर कर रहे want me to believe this, तो मैं I think थोड़ा सा फ्लस्टर हो गई थी, so I did not know what to say also. So
नो
मैं मतलब क्या बोलूँ बट
even
वैसे
even from a normal person's perspective anybody wanting to go for an MBA would have some
हम्म
dream company or industry okay
okay
so you being from an IM itself if you say
हम्म
don't know we don't interact so much it means that you haven't bothered or you have not kept yourself abreast of what is happening at your institute because finally if not other any other institute you are going to continue there right
हम्म
so you would most likely need to know what kind of placements happen at IMRANCHI
हम्म
which are the companies which are the best companies which are the industries if you say I don't know even after being there for 3 years then it is something not acceptable to me as an interviewer.
okay ठीक है I'll try to read upon it then
What else?
with you. Uh, One thing is this, for second ethical dilemma मैं always choose ethic का part.
Hmm.
Uh, okay. इसके अलावा I think
When is your interview? 8th.
is sixth.
6 परसों है ना, तो ठीक है, रिवाइज कर लो, थोड़ा एकेडमिक्स अच्छे से
हम्म।
रिवाइज कर लो और करंट अफेयर्स थोड़ा देख
हम्म।
लो।
हाँ।
और
ओके
बोलो।
ओके, इज देयर और कुछ था क्या, मतलब कुछ खराब वराब?
नहीं, और तो ठीक ही था।
ठीक है
आई
ठीक
थिंक
है।
यू आर मच बेटर देन अर्लियर,
हम्म।
है ना।
राइट राइट।
चलो, लेट्स होप फॉर द बेस्ट। अच्छा हाँ, वन मोर थिंग, व्हाट
ओके।
अबाउट XLRI Delhi? You are being interviewed for that also in this same interview?
हाँ मतलब एक्सेलरी जमशेदपुर हैज बोथ एक्सेलरी जमशेदपुर एंड एक्सेलरी दिल्ली अंडर इट्स एम्बेट,
Hmm.
तो एक ही इंटरव्यू है उसके लिए।
So if they ask
अच्छा,
you
तो
that,
आप मेरे को बोल रहे हो कि सेकंड
hmm?
मैं एक्सेलरी दिल्ली बोलूँ? अगर सेकंड बेस्ट ऑप्शन तो मैं बेसिकली एक्सेलरी दिल्ली बोलूँ।
हाँ, they might ask you and they might also say, okay, we'll give you XLRI Delhi right now. Will you accept it? Just say you'll accept it, although I prefer Jamshedpur, but I will accept.
ओके ठीक है।
ठीक है?
ठीक है, ओ
Yeah, you can talk
हाँ,
about,
लोन
you
का
have a
चीज।
call from IT Delhi, right?
हम्म। आई डू हैव
IT
आईटी,
Delhi and MDI, right?
एमडीआई एंड आईएफटी।
IFT also, na?
हाँ, एमडीआई गुड़गांव, आईआईएफटी, आईआईटी दिल्ली, अभी एफएमएस का कुछ नहीं आया है, पता नहीं है उसका।
हाँ, तो you can say that I am open to joining XLRI Delhi,
हम्म।
but I need to take a decision between these 4 institutes.
ओके।
If they insist on taking a stance, then you can say yes, XLRI would be best for me among these 4, I think. Maybe IIT Delhi would have a little edge.
ठीक है ठीक है।
ठीक है?
ओके, एंड वन मोर थिंग, वो लोन वाला चीज पे
Hmm.
क्या मतलब मैंने
Then you
सही
say
बोला
that
था?
I'll take a partial loan
राइट।
because that way I will be under pressure and I don't want the whole amount to be paid by my parents. But because they are
ठीक।
insisting on, so maybe I'll take a loan of around 10 or 15 lakh rupees. That way I'll get some tax benefit also, and there will be pressure on me also to repay the loan and keep working.
राइट ओके।
That shows that you are independent and self-sustaining.
ठीक है
ठीक है?
ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है।
चलो, ओके, हैप्पी होली।
ओके, थैंक यू फूफू, हैप्पी होली, बाय बाय।
बाय।